What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Glitter Mindset. I am your hostess, Aria Leighty, and I'm like bouncing off the freaking walls right now, like excited, elated, stoked. Of course, to be with you all again, but also to be sharing about this relaunch. And even if you've taken Show Up to Go Up, or if you aren't super interested, I would like you to listen because I think that there are some nuggets of wisdom in this episode for you with the changes that have been brought to life recently. Okay, so Show Up to Go Up, my signature talk turned game-changing group program, right? Just got leveled the fuck up in like major ways. And I went through some insane changes this year. I went through massive energetic and spiritual up levels. And so it was only right to bring that energy and what I learned and all this newness into this program. So Show Up to Go Up is now Show the Fuck Up. All right. And I want to share some changes and also some lessons I've learned. So let's start with the name. Okay. So while the name change may seem small, it's actually a reflection of this bigger picture of a lot of the healing and inner work that I've been doing. And it's like this work that I'm doing to be able to fully step into a true space of authentic expression. This name change, it really represents the energy of one of the teachings too. Like often we will discount something that we think seems so small. But when we really take a step back to look at the inner work it took us to make that courageous decision, it should really be celebrated as the big ass move that it is, right? I spent the last couple of years softening myself, hiding pieces away, and building up walls of protection around me. And it was because of these little experiences with people who had beat me down or criticized for every move I make, the microaggressions and the narratives that I was too much or too aggressive or not professional enough began making me feel like I would put myself into a box of what I thought could be palatable and acceptable. Okay. Freeing myself from those spaces and those stories has been liberating. So the name reflects that I'm fully stepping into my authentic voice and only attracting the types of people that fuck with it. Okay. And it also gets the point across of what we are doing here. I'm helping badass trailblazers and thought leaders and creative entrepreneurs and visionaries show the fuck up in the world. And damn, do we need more of it right now? So I'm going to get the point across. Show the fuck up. We're waiting for you, right? The other change is that I am teaching the content live. And in the past, the way that it was structured is the content was pre-recorded. And this round, the content and the coaching, consulting Q&A aspect is combined. So I'll be teaching the modules live and then answering your questions. Why? I just feel that it's in a better energy. I enjoy going to the sessions that feel like the other person is on the other side with me and that we are sharing this experience in real time together. I can also feed off of you guys in the chat, which I love, and I can stop and clarify if more information is needed and we can freaking vibe together. And I know that while the information is fresh in your minds is when I can serve you best, right? In the coaching piece of it. And I made the pre-recorded content for a few reasons, but the main underlying energy reason was fear of messing up or using ums or likes. And I was tying the value into it going quote unquote perfectly. Nothing's perfect, but going off without seeing those little pieces that make me human, right? And I unpacked those fears of what those things might mean about me and all of that with my coach. And damn if it didn't make me even more excited to show up raw with y'all because hello, practice what I preach, baby. And just did you know, in one of my past master classes, because Show Up to Go Up was a master class first before I expanded it, I once turned my camera off during the presentation because I was so worried about what would happen if I had to be human, like take a breath or wipe my nose or whatever. So it was just the slides for a big portion of it. Another big change that you might notice is the price. When I launched it at first as a program, it was 2222. My lucky number. I love me some twos. And I had listened before last cohort to a mentor and course expert about pricing. And she told me to raise it to 3333. Actually, she said 5,000 and I made it 3,333. But she said that it would attract a different caliber of people. It would attract more people to show up. It would attract people because it would show more value. And the people that made the investment and had that much skin in the game would show up. And I do believe that, but I'll be honest, in my soul, I didn't feel aligned with that price. And the price didn't reflect in people showing up. The ones that paid that price didn't even show up to the calls. So it didn't even reflect that. So when I was really looking at it, I was like, I just wanted the price to be 2,222. Why am I making it 3,333 just because an expert said I needed to? And I always say, take everything that you learn from mentors and experts and, teachers and coaches and all of that, and only stick with what resonates with you, right? So when I looked at it again, I knew I wanted to go back to the price that made sense for me. But this came with some self-talk that was like, what will people think if they see the price lower? Will they think it's not good, or that I'm doubting myself, or that I'm doubting my value? But that doesn't matter. This is still priced as a luxury product, which it is. Okay. And I know that there's value in it. And I know that it makes a big freaking difference. And I know that 2,222 is a price that will get people to have skin in the game. Right. But I still want to make it feel like a good price point that lands with me and that makes me feel excited to talk about it and to offer it. And by the way, there are payment plans available, and I included an extended 12-month payment plan in this round. And then the one last change that lights me up is that I have launched a second next level to it, the next level mastermind. As most of you know, I scrapped my mastermind that I was going to launch because something just wasn't feeling aligned. It wasn't lighting me up. It wasn't making me excited to show up to the calls. And one thing I noticed from Show Up to Go Up was for a couple weeks after the program, people were gung-ho. They were lit up, right? They were out there making pitches, getting features, networking their ass off, doing collaborations. But it kind of died off because there was this need for ongoing support. I need to coach through the mindset drama as they go after bigger and bigger things. I also love to create opportunities for people, and I love to bring in resources that help entrepreneurs on the journey. So I created Next Level, which is an application only space for those who complete the show the fuck up and want to take that showing up to the next level. So after that, you will have an opportunity to apply or get invited. We have 2 mastermind calls per month with me where I'm coaching and consulting you. Then we have 2 guest mentor calls per month with experts in messaging, branding, podcast pitching, public speaking. I'm looking for somebody to do some book publishing, like everything that is made for you to show up and helps you have these tools. And then I'm also curating opportunities. I've already got my Next Level girls on some podcasts. I tested it this month and it was killer. I'm loving it. I love the vibe. So by the time that you are done with this Show the Fuck Up round and it's time for you to join Next Level, you're going to have hours of content. You're going to have a list of places that you can go pitch to or go get, interviews on and things like that, and a new community to expand your horizons with. So overall, this new energy, a new way of approaching this content, a new vibe, a new sense of pride and excitement for me about this content. I am walking you through how to build your name and network intentionally and own any fucking room that you walk in and get to be known as a leader in your industry. Okay. I have spent almost 18 years mastering the art of networking and building relationships. And I am sharing my secrets on how I built a national network, attracted dream clients and power partners, plus how I have received nearly 150 features and mentions, okay, podcast interviews, TV morning shows, blogs, printed press, all right? This group combines social media, marketing, sales, networking, and even PR with the mindset work you need to help you level up how you are showing up, okay? Nobody is combining the content like this. So if you want to create your power network, know which rooms you need to be in, and then how to own the hell out of those rooms, dismantle and unlearn every freaking thing you thought you knew about networking, Learn to be known as the leader and expert in your industry, receive press and mentions, and better yet, learn to leverage them to maximize your influence, how to use social media as a networking tool, how to master attraction marketing to call in more clients and collaborators and opportunities, and walk away with an instant power network of like-minded entrepreneurs. Like, this is the place for you. And I talk all the time about how you need to be getting yourself into rooms with people, right? And if you were a visionary doing shit different, a creative, a disruptor, this is the perfect room for you to meet your people. My show up cohorts have always stayed in touch. They've become friends. They've bought from each other. They've collaborated. Like, this experience is really going to elevate your network. And that alone is worth the price, honestly. So join me on this journey. Show notes has the wait list, or if you listen to this after 10:10, it has the join link. And if you are on the wait list, the doors open for you 10/2, and you get early bird access discounts and some really rad bonuses. And if you have been thinking about joining the podcast masterclass that I'm co-hosting with Happy Pod Productions, you get that as a bonus. So make sure you bundle those together if it's seeming like a good fit. I love y'all, and I hope this was impactful for those listening, and I hope that you are able to take some of my lessons with you into your offers. I will talk to you again soon, and hopefully I will see you in Show the Fuck